Do not diagnose or prescribe. You may want to check with your healthcare provider. I've got decades of experience in deep tissue work, mostly massage therapy, and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people. I'm sharing information that I know works. I am not responsible for any harm done. I wrote this book called The Back Bible. It's packed with information, things that I wish I knew a long time ago when I hurt myself really bad. It would have changed my life and how I did things, and now it's available to you on Amazon. Discover the truth before deciding your own fate. A to Z guide to your spine, endorsed by a chiropractor and an acupuncturist. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It helps us grow the channel. If you have, thank you. I want to reach 1 million people through the power of the internet. At least that's a start. And stay curious. Hi, welcome back to Spinal Attraction. I think you know this is TJ. He's usually my cameraman. He's my son. And have used him for a model in some of my videos already. And by the way, thank you for the subscribers. That's growing nicely. And let's see. The video that I did on his neck during Hurricane Milton, which has only been a couple of months, has got 11,000 views, I think. And then the one I did on him for sciatica has gotten up to 34,000 views. That's really cool. I'm really glad that I can pay forward so many things that I know work in massage therapy, different stretching, things like that. So let's see. I was actually at a department store today. I give out my card everywhere I go and offer for people to check out the videos and all that. See what people can do for themselves and for their loved ones, and someone can do that for them, the massages, stretches, things like that. So I told a lady, we got into a conversation. I handed her my card and she said, "Oh, my neck, the doctor told me I need 3 or 4 surgeries." And I said, "Please check out my book first." This is not a sales pitch. It's because I have one of the pages in there, I believe it's all on one page, questions to ask a doctor if he says you need surgery. Now, briefly, I had a back surgery, led to a second, a third, and a fourth. If you've watched my other videos, you know that. Actually, this is video number 20. We're just getting there. So I told her a few dollars you can invest in a tool and really help your own neck. And I have different videos for that already. And we're going to show you a way that you can work the occipital ridge, the back of your head and the sides of your head. And we'll show that shortly here. So as I told her, the neck stick, which is one of the videos that I have where you pull down on your neck muscles, we have that one already on my channel. And then today I just want to tell you, this is just the foam noodle, right? $1.25 at the dollar store. We all know these noodles, they're all over the place. I cut this one. What I'm going to be showing you, and he's going to be demonstrating, I use a stick. Oh yeah, it's a fancy stick, right? It's a cutoff. I think this one was a shovel. You can use a broom that you're going to throw out, cut the stick off, cut it whatever length you want, and we use it like this. If it's too much pressure, too tender for you, you could put a piece of foam on it. You could glue this on, and then you could turn it over if you wanted more direct pressure, or turn it this way. Or you could take a small towel or something and wrap it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, whatever you want, so that it doesn't hurt. There's a sensation in most of this type stuff. Some people call it painful. It can be, but it doesn't need to be painful. Sensation, and as you work it, it should subside and you'll feel less. So you could take a piece of PVC pipe, which I did here. There's PVC inside there. And actually this one was really loose. So anyway, I wrapped tape around the middle of it to make it take up more space. Now we have the stick that I'm going to show you shortly here. So TJ, we talked about this, you've been using it for a while, what we call the occipital ridge, the back where your head meets your neck. Many nerves come right out from underneath there, from your brain to many parts of your body. Many nerves, I think it might be thousands, tiny little nerves. So when you've used this therapy, it has, remember how it felt? Did it hurt a little? It hurt good? Tell us about that, please.
It was a little bit tender, a lot less than I expected, and afterwards it felt pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess the next part here is to show people how to use it, right? Okay, so we'll do that now. So for the sake of what we're talking about today, with the stick, the neck stick, I'm calling it, this area right here, the red that you see, the back of the head, the skull, that is where we're using the stick. It can be up here, it can be in the middle of that, and it can be a bit lower. And then of course we are demonstrating from the side, laying on your side. It's the same area there. And some of the fascia, the muscles is what the red is. Some of these muscles here do go way up and attach that far up on your skull. What we don't want to do is hit or bump or put pressure on the vertebral area right here, the vertebrae. Do not put pressure on there. Actually, I forgot to mention that when I first moved to Hawaii, I bought this sling kind of chair that sits on the sand. And I went out snorkeling, Kahalu'u Beach Park. If you've ever been there, it's so beautiful. It's like a giant aquarium snorkeling. And when I came out, I sat in my chair and it was too short. That's how I discovered this therapy, because I slouched down a bit more until the top of the chair was like this. And I said, ouch, that's really tender. And I started to work with it, rocking my head slowly back and forth. And I've developed what we have here today. So he's totally relaxed. And notice these slow movement, very slight movements. So the muscles in your neck come all the way up to here. And actually some of them come, sorry about that, all the way up to about here and attach. And then you've got all these little nerves coming out down the shoulders, down the back, and all that. Remember to breathe and relax. So he's going to turn his head this way more and that way more slowly. And when you do this, you will feel maybe like a lump or an area that's just really tender. I must say, if you feel that this could be in any way dangerous or harmful, don't do it, or ask your healthcare professional. I am not responsible, but I have used this and shown many people for many years, and I've never heard of anyone injuring themselves. And if you actually do it, if you do this stuff that I show you with the tools, it works. If you do it once and then don't never do it again, well, big deal. But if you remember this, you can avoid stiff necks. You can get rid of a headache. A lot of different things. So you can see once again, as he is slowly rocking back and forth. Now let's for demonstration purposes, let's move the stick up a little bit more. Let your head down. Let it down. And then you're getting different areas of the back of your head, and below that's what we call the occipital ridge. So I already showed you the different ways that you can make your own. You could make it out of a dowel rod. You make it out of a PVC pipe like the one that I had, the one that I showed you that's wrapped. That's simply a PVC pipe stuck through this foam. Extra piece of pipe that would have been thrown out. Okay, so TJ, if you would roll on to this side towards us, then you'll probably bend your knees a bit and put this pillow between your knees. Can't really see that, but he put the pillow between his knees, which is very good for your back and hips and more comfortable. So you probably will bend your ear up a little bit. You don't want to get your ear trapped in there, but you can work the side of your head and neck, not so much your neck, more on your head bones there, your skull. And again, very, very slight movements. How does that feel?
It's good. I feel a bit of tenderness.
Breathing, relaxing. So of course, he's going to turn on his other side and do the same thing there. We don't need to show all of that now. I think you can figure that out. Is it starting to release some of the tension in there?
It's getting a little bit better.
It's getting a little better?
Yep.
Good. All right. Thank you for watching. Stay curious. So as you can see, there are other ways to do this that you might prefer. There's two pillows here that are pretty firm and just space right here, but it's raised up a little more than it was with one pillow in the middle. So go ahead and slowly lay yourself down. Have the stick right where you want it. You don't want to hit your vertebrae on the back of your neck. You don't want to have it press on the vertebrae. We're working the bones of the head, the lower bones of the skull. So how does that feel, TJ?
It penetrates a lot deeper into the soft tissues and relieves a lot more tension.
All right, good to hear. So the same thing, slow movement back and forth. You can move yourself however it works for you. Be careful at first, learn your limits, learn what works for you, and do not fall asleep on this. Don't do that. That would not be good. You can actually just be laying in bed. A lot of times I have my stick near my bed and I wake up, and if I feel something could be worked out, I just grab that stick and I lay it on my pillow, and maybe in the morning I spend 10 minutes working that before I get up, or in the afternoon. If I lay down, take a little meditative nap, I'll use it then. And again, it works if you work it. And I know some people go to meetings and they hear that, and it is true. So thanks for watching.